Combination word problems. An artist has an apple, orange, and a pear in his refrigerator. In how many ways can the artist choose one or more pieces of fruit for a still life painting? So he has an apple, an orange, and a pear. He's either going to use the apple or not, use the orange or not, use the pear or not, which means he has two choices for the apple, and then two choices for the orange, and then two choices for the pear. But notice he has to choose one or more. So if I do 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, or 2 cubed, I'm also including the possibility that the artist won't choose any piece of fruit. So to account for that possibility, I must subtract 1 from a list of all possibilities. So 8 minus 1 is indeed 7. So the negative 1 represents something we call the null set, or the set with nothing in it. Subsets. In how many ways can a committee with at least one member be appointed from a board with 6 members? So again, at least 1. So 6 members, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members. They're either on the committee or they're not. So again, 2 choices for each member. And in this case, we've got 2 to the 6, and we're going to subtract 1 from it to account for the fact that at least one member must be there. So we're taking away the possibility of all the choices being no, and that result will be 63. And now a situation with some identical items. Kate is responsible for stocking the coffee room at her office. She can purchase up to 3 cases of cookies, 4 cases of soft drinks, and 2 cases of coffee packets without having to send the order through to the accounting department. How many different direct purchases can Kate make? Please note that she is making a purchase. So a little bit different. She can choose not to order any cookies, or 1, 2, or 3 cases. Again, she has the choice not to order soft drinks and not to order coffee packets. So in this situation, then, we have 4 ways to order the cookies, 5 ways to order the soft drinks, and 3 ways to order the coffee packets. And again, since she's actually making a purchase, we would take away the case of the null set. And so when you multiply that through, that becomes 4 times 5 is 20. 60 minus 1 becomes 59. Lastly, a situation where we have some identical terms, and we're going to count cases. The director of a short documentary has found 5 rock songs, 2 blues tunes, and 3 jazz pieces that suit the theme of the film. In how many ways can the director choose 3 pieces if she wants to include some jazz? So 3 pieces, some jazz. So now we have the case where we choose 1 jazz piece. We have a case where we choose 2 jazz pieces, and the case where we would choose 3 jazz pieces. If we're choosing 1 piece of jazz. That means from the 3 jazz pieces, we are choosing 1. And then we need, of the 7 that remain, we need 2 of them. So you'll notice over here in my scratch notes, we have 3 jazz pieces. And if we combine the other 2, then we have 7 other pieces from which to choose. And in our second case, if we're choosing 2 jazz pieces, from our group of 3, we're choosing 2. And then from our group of 7, we're only choosing 1. The same situation for 3 jazz pieces. From that group of 3, we're choosing 3. And from the group of 7, we are choosing 0. Notice that the 1 and the 2 add up to the total of 3 selections. The 2 and the 1 add up to 3 choices. And the 3 and the 0, of course, add up to 3. So then it's a matter of solving each case. And we get 63, 21, and 1. You total those up, and this will be 85 possible ways. So the last situation is the same scenario, only we're going to use the indirect method. So then again, we've got 5 of the rock songs, 2 of the blues tunes, and 3 of the jazz pieces. And again, we want 3 pieces, and we want at least 1 jazz. Okay, so indirect means that you're going to take the total, subtract out what you don't want. In this case, that would be no jazz, to get what you actually want, which is some jazz. The total ways we can select 3 pieces would be 10, choose 3. Take away the no jazz, which would be 7, choose 3, and that would equal some jazz, and those numbers shake out to be 35. Hope that was useful. Thanks for listening.